What is up, my sweet little baby boys? Reading some more ReZero, Arc 4, Chapter 16, A Morning in the Natsuki Household. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this. Actually getting to see his home life. I don't know how long this sort of sub-arc is going to be, but I don't expect more than 2 chapters, but if it is, I ain't complaining. And now we get to act like his dad seems super cool. His dad seems awesome. His mom we don't know anything about except for this picture right here. But his dad, at least, seems to be what has given Subaru the personality that he has. His ability to just, goof things off and everything. And it's probably made him as resilient as he is, as we've seen. But we'll see more. So, okay, yes, as I was saying last chapter, depending on, how Subaru is going to... God damn it, I gotta stop dropping that motherfucker. He doesn't know, he doesn't remember everything else. This is as if he was just waking up in a normal day. He's got this slight feeling like something's off, but he doesn't, outright know that he was suddenly taken back to his past, essentially. Man, I love these two. This is such a great family atmosphere for, especially for this kind of series. For any, parallel world series, most of the time, the character, and Subaru is, they're all neat-like characters, they're all otakus, they're all those fucking type of people. But, so you usually assume, and the characters most of the time talk about themselves too, of, not having a very good home life because their parents, hate the fact that they're neat. Because, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. They probably should be upset about the fact that they're just a neat leeching off them and everything. But yeah, it's nice to see this neat character whose parents don't hold any resentment towards him so far. It seems like they just have this great, I don't know, dynamic duo between the two of them, and we still have yet to see his mom either. Man, this is I love the idea of these the father and son wrestling together and trying to outdo each other. It's very machismo. I love it. It's definitely made Subaru into the type of person he is now, where in the face of it, he acts like he's super tough all the time, even though he knows he isn't. He's just grown up like that, of having to act like he's tough and he knows what he's gonna do and everything like that. He's great at trying to feign strength, which is perfect. And even he does have some tactics, as we saw with those thugs in the alley at one point. He's not terrible when it comes to hand, he's not the worst. As long as his opponent isn't someone that's 5 times his size. As long as it's someone that is reasonably human. If him and Otto got in a fight, that would be an interesting fight because Otto is someone who probably knows how to fight a little bit. Not like he knows how to fight, but he probably knows a little bit of self-defense. But I feel like Subaru could probably take him down. I feel like he could do something there. Against normal people, I think Subaru can hold his own like those thugs. As long as they don't have a weapon. Okay, yes. Here we go. Mama's coming. Here we go. Okay. What are we having for breakfast? Now I'm interested. I love this slice of life type feel. Hearing the sound of the leisurely voice and the offbeat knocking flying into the room, their alternating attacks on each other's joints halted in place. There's a woman with a certain absent-minded atmosphere about her, standing there with a vicious-looking gaze. Well, at first sight, the sharpness of her gaze might give off the impression she was in a bad mood, but after knowing her for 17 years, Subaru knew that she wasn't actually thinking about anything in particular. So she has the same eyes as both of them. Maybe not Kenichi, we don't know about him particularly. I could probably look up at the image, but I don't know if they'll actually, it's hard to really see with his eyes there. But yeah, he definitely gets his eyes from her. She has those Sanpaku eyes. And these make a great duo as well. Kenichi and what was her name? Naoko. Her absent-mindedness and just very straightforwardness. Great family values as well. I'm not sure why they're going mom. I guess I might as well just go mom and dad instead of Kenichi and Naoka. Makes it more familial that way. But, and assuming, Subaru's going to be going down eating with them too, like I keep bringing up, it's a great family life. Subaru did not have it bad off. It's not like he went to this world to escape his other world. It was more like he went to the world and he was immediately just like, hoo hoo hoo, you know, like this will be fun. It's like he was shit posting in another world when he first went there. It's the best way to describe his attitude when he got there. But then quickly he just realized like, well, now I'm fucking stuck here, so I guess I better make the most of it. He was never like, well, this is better than what I did before. It was always just like, well, I'll make the most of what my hand has been dealt. Oh boy, is she terrible at cooking apparently? She's been up and praying since this morning. What is this? Oh, okay, it's just Subaru. It's like a green forest, but it's just all vegetables. Just a luxuriant pile of green peas popped on it. Probably because you don't eat very well. I see, I see. So it has nothing to do with vegetables, it's just that he hates peas, so to overcome it, you're gonna eat nothing but peas. I guess so. Yeah, just recalled some random memory and decided to fix it. Mom is great. I love that line in conjunction with this series. No matter what time it is, this day and this moment of this day can only ever be experienced here and now. You may think there will always be another day exactly like this one, but by doing so, you will have allowed countless only moments to escape. And that is very true for even Return by Death, where he can do the same day over again, but you will not be able to experience those moments again like the exact same way. It will always be a different experience. Whatever moments you have are the moments that you could only have that time. Which makes them all the much harder when those only moments do escape. They escape everyone else but Subaru. I didn't think about that, but that's actually probably true. I love that Subaru brought that up where she said, yeah, yesterday I recorded a 3-minute cooking show. But knowing how straightforward this mom is, she probably did just record a 3-minute cooking show and thinks that somehow made her better. She didn't watch it, she just recorded it. Oh, yeah, it was made by Dad, wasn't it? Yep. Of course it was. Wow, his dad actually just loves Ace Attorney, apparently. And again, man, that just goes into, like, how great this family is. There's nothing bad about this so far. Like, there's nothing, wrong with it. Like, why is he facing his past? He might, honestly, actually, I didn't think about it this way, but he might be facing his past. Like, everyone has faced their past in a way, but, like, for this trial, but, like, specific for him, the thing he's facing is the fact that, damn, I had it really fucking good, and now I have it really fucking bad. Like, this world is not very friendly. It's pretty damn harsh. I had, all these things. I had a great family. I had a house and everything like that. But at the same time, now I have to actually work for what I want to do instead of just having it handed to me. But I was all about the fact that the dad just like started playing the Game Boy. He like saw it and just picked it up and started playing it at work and playing Ace Attorney and stuff. Partially probably because it's a time killer, but also partially probably because like, oh, this is that thing my son's into. I'll give it a shot. And now he likes it. The mom hates little round things. When it comes to food, at least, putting them in her mouth. She doesn't like to put little round things in her mouth. But, that is, like, I cannot eat applesauce because of the consistency. I think applesauce tastes good, but I cannot eat it because the consistency is so gross to me. What? I don't even understand that. He just randomly says, hey, Osumatsu-san, alright, wash your dishes really quick. What? What was the point? His cartoon character, it sounds the same as Mr. Core. Oh, okay. That makes more sense then. But, of all things, I would not expect to see an Osumatsu reference in fucking ReZero. Jesus. A scalding heat was burning deep inside his throat. Something was wrong. Something strange was happening. What's going on? It has to do with something with the feeling of, like, knowing something's up, right? But even worse? Okay. I see. So I don't think it has anything to do with the other world thing. It's just that he didn't want to go to school. It's just that he has anxiety. He's neat through and through, and he does not want to go to college, I assume. Man, he has got real bad anxiety with going to school. Like physically, his body is like fucking with him because he that badly does not want to go to school. This is pretty bad. Like, this is not as simple as just, I mean, like, yes, it is his own thing of like not wanting to go to school. It's not something he can't overcome, but it's certainly a little bit more than just like, oh, I don't want to go. Yeah, and that's nice that like his parents are not rushing him, they're not forcing him or anything like that. It's only him that's doing it to himself. But yeah, that guilt and self-loathing, all that is sticking to him. It's not going away like it normally does. Partially because I think deep inside of him, he still has that feeling of knowing what he was doing in the other world and all that. And he knows how hard he worked. He knows how much effort he put in and all that. And then now to be brought back to this world and the same old routine of slothfulness and just like not doing anything, not working up the courage to work at all, to go to school, to do anything like that. It's eating away at him even more and it won't go away. And so he's not allowed in a way to think about what happened yesterday, think about what happened like just prior. He has the memories of like this is all sort of, the same sort of routine happens day in, day out. But like trying to specifically remember what happened yesterday, he can't do that. It's like his body is stopping him. This father's amazing. He's fucking quoting Osumatsu-san and Ace Attorney. Now he's doing a fucking moonwalk, and earlier they were talking about him being the king of pop. I love this father. He is the best I've ever seen. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's where he got it. Where his dad's doing the, I'm assuming exactly why I can't do it because I'm very high, but hand on the hip and then point to the heavens. The classic, like, Subaru pose. So I don't think Subaru had ever done that prior. I honestly think that the vast majority of the way he acts in the new world is him trying to act like his dad. Everything from the fact that like his dad just like emphasizes words, and we've yet to see Subaru do any of that, where we know Subaru in the other world does that all the time, where he'll just like capitalize a word in his speech. I'm not going to say that he's yelling that or anything, but he like emphasizes that, and through text we emphasize that it's just like capitalizing it. This isn't him saying this, but like he's you get it. The dad's been doing it throughout this entire chapter. Just trying to find an example of it, but when was the last time the dad said anything? Anyway, you get the point. You get the point. Alright, so the dad has a day off work, so now we can actually have a talk here. Yeah, mainly to get out washing dishes, though. What? Wait, Subaru's in high school? Really? Okay. I thought he was in college or something. So, how old is Subaru exactly? Do we know? I feel like we had to have known by now, but I just don't remember. And of course, the dad is even talking about flags and everything. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? How does this dad like an actual gamer too? I mean, not much of an like gamer, but like he plays some games here or there. I assume maybe. All right, we're gonna go. Oh, okay, that's the end of the chapter. That was a strange end of the chapter, but go outside for a nice heart to heart between father and son. We're still using the same image over and over again. But like I guess probably the only image. But wow, that was a nice chapter. It felt pretty short. Much shorter than a normal chapter that I'm reacting to that ends up being like 40 minutes to an hour or so. In raw recording at least. But yeah, there's not much I can say that I haven't said 1,000 times. I love the dad. I love the mom. I love this whole family. And I said I could see this going on for 2 chapters. Fuck it, I could see it going on for like 5 or 6 chapters. This might go on for quite a while. This might be quite a bit of a sub arc here. But yeah, whatever they're going to talk about, I feel like is probably going to be regarding his neatness. Um, Not in a way of like he's like, yelling at him or arguing with him to do anything, but like asking him what's wrong and like trying to help him and all that, possibly. Actually, the next one is called a love story, so maybe we'll learn like how the dad and mom met, and he's trying to help Subaru out and stuff. But it's great also because like the mom definitely feels a lot like Amelia, absolutely. Amelia is also very straightforward, very absent-minded, very gullible, and everything like that. She has that like kind gaze. Feels very, very fitting for like his dad to marry his wife and then Subaru. Very much so like his dad marries a woman like his mom, who's a great fit for him. Yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Get the fuck out of here. What is up, my sweet little baby boys? We are reading some more ReZero, Arc 4, Chapter 17, Love Story. Let's get into this. Man, this arc has been really good with just the fact that it's, I mean, we've done about one chapter, but like, I'm so into the fact that we're seeing Subaru's past and his home life and everything like that. And now a love story? I assume, I don't know though, but he doesn't really go to school. Is he really in love with anybody at school? Well, it's nice to see that his dad is on good terms with the bakery guy, the neighborhood bakery. Just making a friendly greeting, and he throws him the fucking middle finger and curses him out. Once again, we're attack on the whole thing about don't know why, but this morning his father seemed especially tolerating. Like, yeah, as always, he's always been tolerating. They've always never really had a problem with it, but or not that they don't have a problem with it, but they don't really bring it up very much. But this morning, everyone seems to be a little less invasive. I don't know, but Subaru still, because they're seeming more tolerating, is hurting even more. Do you want a little brother or sister? Yeah, that's suddenly a big question to bring up 17 years old. But also, 17 years old. Is he still 17 in the main series? Like in the prime timeline? Wow, his dad actually knows, like saying, yeah, every time we turn sort of towards the school, you get a little bit nervous. You seem a little bit wary. Man, I can't relate to Subaru as, deeply as this, but I was like that at one point in my life. Really dreading school. Not to that extent, but still to where I would go to some extreme measures not to. It was pretty bad for a while. I'm very interested in how this is all going to play out. There's now the custodian for this riverbank coming up and talking to him. Clearly another old friend of Kenichi. But I wonder how, like, I'm really interested in how Subaru used to act around people. We know how he acts around people now in the whole fantasy world of whatever the hell it's called. But, that was after he changed. So, how awkward is this going to be for him? Oh boy. Oh boy. With a dad as outgoing as this is just, like, so hard to deal with. I like the way they're translating the old man's dialogue too. It sounds very old manish. Again, translation chicken. Honestly, one of the best translators I've ever seen of all time. Like, for real, absolutely. Oh, I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, the old man. Oh, but today's a Monday, isn't it? Why are you still at the riverbanks with your dad? That's a painful question to have to answer. Like, how do you answer that? Yeah, you got that right. It is Subaru's own problem, but man, do I feel for him. Man, do I feel for him. Why is this our image? I'm not sure, but anyway. Really? Really? His dad got an email address from a fucking high school girl? Come on, dude. What are you doing? What are you doing? That's a good, oh man. Once again, talking about his dad, his behaviors were unconventional, over the top, over dramatic, and the kind that makes people want to cringe, but everyone receives them favorably for some reason, describing Subaru in the fantasy world as well. They're one and the same. I really am loving this like slow progression towards Subaru acting more like his dad. Man, this is such good like foreshadowing for also like where the series is going in general. Here with talking about how many people on the street are just randomly coming up to Kenichi and talking to him and acting like they're good old friends and stuff like that. And Subaru's gaining more and more people that he can call friends in the world of Lugnaxia, or however you say it. But yeah, I mean I keep just saying that over and over. Like I just love all the parallels between him and his dad, but I can't stop mentioning it. It's so amazing. But yeah, with all this going on, the throbbing is back, the pain is back. What is this? Is this like Amelia in the trying to wake him up? This is called a love story. It's gotta be Amelia. I look at his dad immediately picked up. Oh, it sounds like you heard a beautiful girl calling your voice that's not there. And one way or another, there will always be something we couldn't think of, something we overlooked. Is this pain in his heart have not to do with school, but about Rem? Something we overlooked, something we couldn't think of. Don't know what happened, but you don't look like a guy who's been holed up in a room. Judging from what your mom said, you didn't go out yesterday either, so you should have been a guy who's been holed up in a room, right? And he's experiencing this pain whenever he thinks about like, it's fine, or whenever he thinks about any complacency. This pain keeps coming back. It only comes up when he's thinking about complacency. And again, I think this is Amelia. It's been rough, hasn't it? Okay. The sight of her silver hair dancing in the wind branded itself into the back of his eyelids. The light of her amethyst eyes stared straight into Subaru's face, and every sound weaved from her lips filled him with love and longing. Thank you for helping me. Oh boy, this is God, like seeing Subaru realize how much he loves Amelia through this, like through revisiting his past. Realize like more not only realizing how much he loves her, but realizing like how much, or I guess we as the reader realizing how much she matters to him in the sense of like how much she literally did kind of save him. Like just being herself saved Subaru from all of this torment and mundanity and just doing the same thing every single day and the same thing being nothing. There is someone I like, so I'm already alright now. I don't know about that. But we'll see you guys for the next chapter. This is kind of not much to talk about for this chapter, but I'll see you guys for the next one. What is up, everybody? ReZero, Arc 4, Chapter 18, Parent and Child. Let's go. Really, that's actually very interesting. That when Subaru was much younger, he could run faster than those around him. He was smarter than those the same age as him. And as if it was only natural, he was at the center of everything. But it was all because of his dad. Like, everybody knew his dad. His dad's a pretty cool guy. Yeah, by that guy they meant his father. Okay, so he slowly started to become less and less. The first place slowly became less and less. He was not any. He was no longer the fastest. He was no longer the smartest. All that as time goes on, you meet more people. You learn you're not the best. So he started to do stupid things instead. Sneaking to school at night with friends, drawing over the white lines all over town. Yeah, but I'm not sure if that's right. Studying hard is stupid. Being able to run fast is nothing to be proud of. Things that we're doing are making people happy, and that's far better than what anyone else could do. I mean, yeah, if you're just continuing to escalate stuff more and more, higher and higher, then eventually you're going to get to a point of no return. Like, you're going to lose everybody, and that's what happened to him. Yeah, that's what everyone needs to know, though. Never anyone special. We're all just people. I think most of us are like this, though. I think that's why Super is such a great character, because we can really all relate to him, even in this aspect. You know, trying to do something stupid instead, trying to be the biggest, wildest, bravest, stupid idiot, and doesn't really work out. I mean, obviously, this is all heightened a little bit, but honestly, not that much. I feel like a lot of people, me included, did some stuff very similar to this. I mean, certainly. This whole arc has been hitting me pretty hard because it's pretty damn close to home. I kind of also lost basically all my friends that way. Yeah. I mean, I feel you. I feel you, Subaru. Okay, so what happened in high school, though? So once he went to high school, he said he was going to change. But I mean, that's true, though. If you're just thrown into a new situation where you don't know anyone, and you've already been the type of person that doesn't really make relationships with people, doesn't really communicate with people, it's gonna be hard. These chapters are really hard. And this is about Super facing his past. This is fucking me facing my past now. These chapters are killing me. Oh my god. Yep. It was not that he was being bullied. It was not that he was being shunned. Only Super himself had constructed a wall. He was afraid of embracing the hope of touching another's kindness, and the thought of perhaps seeing the light of those stars again filled him with unease. It's not something that's really preventing him from going to school or interacting with people or anything. It's just a wall that he's built himself, acting like it's a hurdle that he can't possibly overcome, this huge wall. Totally not true, but it's kind of hard to break down walls you yourself make. Oh boy. So now we got Amelia first, now we're getting Rim. The two people, one, the person who saved him to begin with, and then the person who loved him even through all of his failures. The person who confessed to him. He must now resolve the minus of his past. That's a good way to put it. That is a good way to put it. Alright, our final final two parts put together as one. And the monologue has now come to an end. Rather than be the villain of his own world, he silently waited for someone else to volunteer to be the villain. That is a good indicate, like in Arc 3 with Julius and all that. Everything to do with Arc 3, really. So, when he was taken to the parallel world was before all this. This conversation never actually happened. This is all a fictional thing, is what this is, making me believe. And then his dad headbutts him. Love-filled father headbutt. Sure. Yeah, I am absolutely sure that the dad is not all smiles all the time. He's got a lot of problems too. Everybody does. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I highly doubt the dad acts like this all the time. You can't be on all the time. Those stars you found, aren't they worth the time you spent looking for them? God, the series is so good! God. Oh my god, I love ReZero so much. I think these three past chapters are just like fucking God damn, man. God damn. This series is so good. Oh, he's actually truly apologizing. Instead of saying, from now on, I'll do this, blah, 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 just straight out apologizing for everything. Like, all this leading up to this. Oh, man, this is sad. But all this has been built up for years and years and years, and it's all coming out now. That too, from the moment he was summoned to this parallel world, bathed under the light of the sun, when he squinted his eyes with the blinding flash of that instant, as if it was a revelation, Subaru knew that he would never return to his original world again. Like, he hasn't really talked about that at all, but now it's just kind of hitting him like a brick all at once. Oh, boy. Well. Oh, this chapter's not even over. I thought that was the end of the chapter for a second. Oh, God, no, that's not even the end of the chapter. Fuck me. Fuck me. There we go. His back turned, Subaru stuck a finger towards the sky. My name is Natsuki Subaru, son of Natsuki Kenichi. Therefore, I can accomplish anything, will do anything it takes. Your son is really awesome, you know. Oh, God. There it is, the point towards the sky. Alright, and that's the end of this chapter. I don't know if that's the end of this arc or not yet, but... these chapters. Some of the best in the entire series. But I think that's mainly just because of how much I connect to them. I've gone through a lot of the same stuff. When I was younger, I avoided school a lot. I skipped school a lot. I skipped so much school and avoided school, and my mom was very like, she would let me get away with anything. She's a very big pushover, so if I just acted slightly sick, she would let me stay home from school. If I would make myself throw up, I would just sleep and refuse to answer her and just pretend I was sleeping for forever. I would literally go to the bus stop and just spend the entire day outside in the woods instead of being at school. Literally like 8 hours in the woods doing nothing, just sitting there, because I would rather do that than be at school. I missed so much school that my mom actually went to jail for it. So, not for like a long time, but for, I don't even remember how, it was definitely more than a week, but less than a month. It might have been a month. So I really connect with Subaru on that. That feeling. And again, it's like it wasn't being bullied, it wasn't being shunned or anything like that, just a wall that I set up myself. And again, with like the losing pretty much all my friends with various things. Various things of trying to act a certain way, but it wasn't really me. And then even like not that long ago, I was still a very socially awkward, socially anxious person. Couldn't really talk to people, couldn't really make, relationships. Even my own family, didn't really, spend a lot of time with them. And I actually was in a situation where I dropped out of high school, actually. I dropped out of high school in 11th grade, and I moved up to Maryland with my grandparents. And I got my GED there. But luckily, the state in which I got my GED counted as a high school certificate. Like, an employer can't see that it's a GED. So it's good in that regard, but at the same time, I did drop out of high school because of just the fear of school, the not wanting to be at school. Even getting my GED, thank God it was not that long. It wasn't like a year of school. because even then there was many times where I like legitimately thought about just like getting in my car and driving away and just like going anywhere else, just going back down to where I used to live, just abandoning everything, opposed to going to school for 3 hours. And it wasn't even a setting in which you're talking to people. It's, you know, you're getting a GED, there's people there from all various different ages, and it's very short. But even then, the setting of a school is, and trying to get a job was like, I don't know if that was worse or not, but thankfully now I'm way better. I've definitely overcome almost all of it. Like I'm not an outgoing person anymore, but I can talk to people perfectly fine, like a normal human being. I can make relationships. I talk to my family a lot more, and I hang out with them more. Extended family as well. I'm golfing with my grandfather now. I got my golf clubs over there. I'm just all around a much better person. When I look back on my past, it's not something I like to do. I was a real trash person, a real shitty human being. And then just these chapters hit me so hard with that. Just like that, Super is one of the best written, like, neat characters I've ever seen ever. Like, it is very, very realistic because, again, I've gone through the same shit myself, so I know how realistic it is. I kept saying that it's being played up a little bit, but it really isn't. It's not really being played up at all. Like the pain that he feels, maybe that. Like I never really felt like that pain specifically, as like a searing heat or anything like that. But it was more of a, I would act like I'm sick, but I just like legitimately felt sick. Like I felt like I was gonna throw up. I felt like I had a fever. All that. But then like as soon as I knew that I wasn't gonna have to go to school, I calmed down and everything felt fine and it was all like kosher. But then like anytime I had to, that's also why I kind of started losing most of my friends because I couldn't see my friend. If I went to go hang out with them and saw them, I would be paralyzed because like even if they didn't bring it up, they know I have like I missed like 20 days of school this month. There was 1 year of school where I missed 150 days of school. Yeah, I don't know. Well, but yeah, I'm better now. I'm in a good place. I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life the past few years. I haven't been depressed in years upon years now. And I really think getting a job did, like, I think there was no, like, person that got me out of this funk. It was really just my own self that had to drag me out of it. Like, getting a job with customer service is what helped more than anything else. Because I was basically forced. Like, I knew I had to get a job. I eventually moved away from my grandparents because they were very forceful in making me, go to college. Like after I got my GED, they were like trying to force me to go to college, and so I moved back home, and just got a job instead. I still agree. People say all the time, "Oh, I'd much rather go back to school than be working a job." No, I wouldn't. No, I absolutely would not. Never in a million years would I ever go back to school. Like I've gotten over everything, but I still don't think I could ever go back to school. I couldn't do it. Could not do it. That's why I'm never gonna go back to college. I maybe online, but like, I don't think I could ever go back to being in a school, in real life, not online. So I would take a job over school any day ever. I would prefer that. And I can't even explain it. It's just terrifying being in school. Like, even now thinking about it, I don't want to think about it. I don't like thinking about it. I still have dreams about school and stuff like that, and I always wake up in a horrible mood. I'm literally shaking right now. Alright. That's it for this chapter and retrospective on my life and dealing with my past as Subaru is dealing with his. But we're both over. We're both better people now. See you guys for the next one. Get the fuck out of here. What is up, my sweet little baby boys? Reading some more ReZero. Arc 4. Chapter 19. Homework. Let's get into this. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This arc is killing me reading it. His mother was holding a bottle of mayonnaise in her mouth? What? I don't even understand. What is wrong with his mother? Why are they acting like drinking mayonnaise is a normal thing? This is fucking insane. What is happening? I feel like I'm losing my goddamn mind. Okay, he's going to school now, but it's already like halfway through the day. Is he allowed to? Okay. I like these images though, by the way. The this one and now this one. Why do they all have a personal mayonnaise? What is he? What is this a thing in Japan that I've never heard of? Why do people love mayonnaise? What is happening? A guy who would choose mayonnaise over the world doesn't love mayonnaise. He just hates the world. Yes, exactly. Oh, this fucking chapter is making me sick. Like, the idea of drinking mayonnaise makes me want to fucking vomit. This is fucking disgusting. What is happening? What is happening in this chapter? I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't want to Google this. I don't want to Google this. Don't make me Google this. Why do people like mayonnaise? No. Why is this a thing? I want to die. I want to die, please. Oh, God. Why did I Google that? Oh. 777 mayonnaise bottles. Subaru, you just became the worst character ever. I take back everything good I've said about you. Yeah, you're gonna stand out really badly going super late after not having gone for 3 months. But you know what? Fuck it. Might as well. I'm sure your mom knows quite a lot about you that you don't think. She's your mom. She knows you very, very well. That's true. Subaru might be one of the only people in the world to have seen his own internal organs. Yeah, this seems to... He's really making it seem like this is the last time he's going to see his parents ever. Like, he knows specifically on this day he got transferred, maybe? But I thought he was saying that happened before, and this is all fictional. I think maybe he just realized this is all fictional. Once he goes to school, he'll wake up or something. How do you say goodbye in a way that... You know, they don't know that you're never going to see them again, but you do want to give a proper goodbye. She really won't know how long their party's going to be, and by how long, forever. How is his mom going to take this? This is a goodbye that will be for a very long time. It's somewhere a bit far away, and there's no way to communicate. There'll be all sorts of worrying things. But it's definitely not dangerous, though I can't really guarantee that, yeah. It's a horribly dangerous place that I have to go back and save them. You sound like you're a chuny right now, but still. She understands because she is your mom. It's a completely logical statement, yeah. But just go with it. Just go with it. It sucks to have to leave these two behind, like just knowing that you'll never be able to be there for them. Alright, so that's the homework from this chapter is what's most important is the beginning or middle, it's the end. But it's not that the results are good and it's all okay. Not that. Have a safe trip. It means more than you think. On the final night before he was summoned to the parallel world, when he set out for the convenience store, his mother had said this to him in the exact same way. But at that time, Subaru only pushed open the door with a bad mood without saying a thing. Man, is this really all a dream, or is this actually like? Is he being able to replay all this, like do it differently? All right, here we go. Let's enter this classroom. This is gonna be so weird. I don't know what they're gonna do with this either. I was not expecting to actually see him be at class. But should be a bunch of eyes, you know, but came a lot earlier than I thought. One seat in the center of the room. Turned a chair towards Subaru. So this all was a dream, right? Have you learned anything? Great. Great. Hey, girly. How you doing? Alright. Next up is test results. Let's get to it. What is up, my sweet little baby boys? ReZero, Arc 4, Chapter 20, Test Results. Alright, the test of our past is over. Let's figure out what we learned. Oh man, that really burns that nothing is actually happening here. This isn't a proper goodbye he can give his parents. This is all just fictional. I mean, it's not like she could have done all that Symptom Pack and everything. This all has to be in his head, but still, it hurts knowing that. It really hurts knowing that. Also, yeah, first we must face our past. Only first. Not the trial is you face your past. That's just first. Oh boy. I like that. I like that idea of like she's saying, you know, you're always going to be regretting today. They regret yesterday. Yesterday they regret further before that. And when tomorrow comes, surely you would regret something about today. And Subaru talking about, well, couldn't you just say that you're reflecting on yesterday? Tomorrow we're reflecting on today. And blah, blah, blah. And that's a good point. It's a good way to put it. And you can look at it optimistically or pessimistically. I just talked, you know, a few chapters ago about some, you know, some stuff about my past. But I see myself as a trash person back then. I was not a good person. I was pretty awful. But, you know, I don't regret anything. I wouldn't change it. I would not go back and do it differently. Everything that has happened has made me the person I am now. So there's no sense in regretting literally anything. Anything that's ever happened, I would not want to change. If given the chance to travel back in time, I would do so maybe to see some stuff, but never to change anything. Alright, so we did pass the trial. Surprised she's just giving up that information that easily. Just, yep, you passed, sure. I think him finding the answer through anguish and struggles has happened in the parallel world and not really here. I think definitely during Arc 3 he faced a lot of this stuff, and now he's having to reface it again in a different way. Like, you know, he overcame a lot of that anguish before, and now he's kind of putting it to practice. Yep, that's exactly what I'm saying. He already found the answer to those negative feelings. He already solved all that. Yes, if she knows our memories, she should know of Rem. But even being called a thing of greed, I can distinguish between what is right and wrong. Though I've extracted the information I need to conduct this trial, I have not touched anything else. Okay. Yeah, of course, it's just a fabricated world. Based on your memories. Yeah, your real parents have no idea where you are or what you're doing, and must be worrying to no end. God damn. So this is a good point. All this is from his memories. All this stuff that was brought up by... Hold on, I'm gonna let my dog out. Come on, girl. Come on. All that stuff brought up by Kenichi about being different, everything from his mom, everything that he learned is stuff that he already knew deep inside of him. He just had to bring it out in this way to fabricate this world. She's not causing his parents to say all this stuff. He is. He is tricking himself into thinking they're bringing this all up for him, but it's really he himself who is allowing all this to transpire the way that it has. That's one way to do it, I guess, Subaru. Just shut the fuck up. I already told them everything I wanted to say, and they wish me a safe journey. Anything you tell me now is not going to change that. That's already happened. I witnessed it myself. God, Subaru is fucking awesome. Just like straight up telling her, like, shut the fuck up. You're not going to trick me. I know what this is. I know what I did. I know what they say. I know what I said. Fuck you. You can't tell me otherwise. I'm glad that he's not wavering at all. Alright, is there anything you wish to ask me before you go back? Before, you said you had nothing to do with the trials. Yeah, how is this nothing to do with it? True. You're the only person doing it. Yeah, how naive of to take a witch at her word. I mean, yeah, she's got a point there. She is a wicked, wicked witch. Is the seal and sanctuary removed now? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't. There are a total of 3 parts to the trials. Okay. Since you already passed the first trial, I don't think they'll be too difficult for you. Okay. What about Amelia, though? I'm scared about what these next 2 trials are going to be. What could they be? Like, is it going to be something actually physical? Or, because I highly doubt it, it could be past, present, future. You know, I think that's very likely. Yeah, we don't really have a reason to punch you. You did give us an outlet to get everything off of our chest, to say goodbye one last time. We got closure. Alright. And now we're out of this world. Meanwhile, his parents are still back in the real world, wondering where their son is, what happened to him, what he's up to, why he just suddenly disappeared. This complete shut-in, who never left his house, now suddenly just gone. Just vanished. Boy, oh boy. Just what I should expect from the man you fell for, I suppose. My special someone, my special someone, my special someone, my special someone. I'm assuming this is Satella, obviously. But also, I don't know if this is actually the case or not, but the whole mysterious stuff with Puck before, just what should I expect from you, the man I fell for? I suppose. Echidna, Puck, and Beatrice all seem to be very, very connected. So, the way that she, like, talks. None of your business, 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 blah, 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 blah. Breathe on, breathe on, breathe on, breathe on, breathe on. Talk to, touch, my, love. Very creepy. I love that. This is very cool. Like, just the, I don't know, it feels very frantic and defeated and fleeting. A fingertip, a flake of skin, a piece of nail, a strand of hair, a drop of sweat, a particle of spit, a single word, a single breath, a single fragment of emotion, all of it. Yeah, belongs to me. Every single bit of him. How could you go so far for one single person? I can never understand. I love him. It's so weird. Oh, it's creepy. Oh, and this is, God, she's coming after her. Like, the shadowy arms extending out and stuff. She'll have to be a little bit unfair. She slightly lowered her body when the shadows that were aiming for her throat exploded from the impact. Oh, Sekhmet's here. Which one was Sekhmet again? Hold on. Which one was Sekhmet? Let me get my book out here. Sloth. Okay, so that was Sloth. Drove the dragon past Great Falls for peace. Okay, that was him. Okay. Why bring her out? Yeah, I can definitely see why Sekhmet seems to be the strongest of all the witches, for sure. She's just taken on Satella herself. Well, not true. I don't like. Can you really call this truly Satella? You know, it's not her whole power, but she does bring up a good point. Why are they standing between them? But it's too much to bother to explain. Alright, and there we go. The world banished into light. Yeah, we certainly got envy. She changed using Watashi to refer to herself instead of Boku, which she uses in front of Subaru. Okay. Okay. That is, I guess, important. Yep, Boku being a more androgynous, like, boyish type thing, with Watashi being more, it's not girly, but more, formal. But alright, that's it for this chapter. Oh boy, alright, we're doing the second trial next. I'm not sure we'll get into it exactly in the next chapter, or if it'll be a setup for it or something, but I don't know. I'll see you guys for that. I'm trying to pump these out a little bit faster. Not like faster, but I'm trying to do more chapters in a week than I have been doing, because we're never gonna fucking catch up. Like, goddamn, it's already at chapter 55 again. I can't catch up. We gotta go faster. Not like we gotta go faster, because I don't want to sound like I'm rushing through this. But I mean, I am, instead of reading some other series, I'm like, I'm just gonna do more ReZero instead. Because, one, I mean, I do fucking love ReZero so much. But also, like, reading one chapter takes about, like, 40 minutes or so. So, reading only a few chapters takes up a lot of time. Anyway, see you guys for the next one. Get the fuck out of here. What is up, my sweet little baby boys? Reading some more ReZero, Arc 4, Chapter 21. A renewed resolve. Assumingly, we're going back to Sanctuary, back to the witch's graveyard, and doing our second trial. Assumingly. It is good that we remember everything that happened, and we're not, like, in some amnesia of, like, oh, we passed it, but we don't know what happened. Where is Amelia? I think she's still in her dream state. I really think so. But I don't think we'll ever get to know what was going on. Not yet, at least, but must be bad. Yeah, absolutely went through the same type of trial. We better wait here for her to wake up. Okay. As soon as we touched her, she started spasming. Hold on. Is holding her a good thing? She's awake? First you vowed your future life to. Okay, is it alright that we just woke her up like that? What is she talking about? I think this still has to do with her past. Yeah, I think, is she still in the dream state? Like, did she fall back into it? Hold on. What is happening right now? Oh, and now she's crawling. She's crying for Puck. Also, Daddy. Whatever that is. Not whatever that is, but whoever that was, assumingly. Oh, wait, we left the tomb? What? We didn't even do the second trial or anything? Can we do it another day, I guess? We've already passed the first trial, so we don't have to do it again, I assume. Oh, Otto's here too? Everybody's here. I mean, I guess we went back to the whole place, so makes sense everybody's here. But yeah, we probably should kind of explain what happened. Or actually, are we going to explain that we did the first trial? Because they're going to ask what that was all about. I'm not sure if we want to kind of explain it. Yeah, it would be better to like keep everyone informed. Actually, Otto probably is the best like arbiter here, because like he says, he got No relationships with anybody here. He, has no side that he's on. He's definitely on our side, but still. You're pretty much a minor comic relief character. Yeah. Alright, Super, please be honest here. Trials were definitely going on inside the tomb. After I ran in after Amelia, the same thing happened to me. I got through the trial without any problems, but Amelia seems to have encountered some difficulties, yeah. What? What is Otto say? Is he saying no because we passed the trials, or because we interrupted Amelia's? No. Yeah, we took the trials. Yep, yeah, I took it. A friend signed me up, what could I do? Yeah, you couldn't possibly have any friends. Hey, come on, you deserve it, I love these two so much. Yeah, we passed one trial. Not all the trials. We still gotta do the rest. And it's gonna be tough. Yeah. Do we wanna... Can we say the witch? I don't think we can. So how do we explain this? Because did Amelia not see the witch then? I guess. But it's the same sort of thing as Sotella. We can't say it. It's the contract. That, yeah. I can see that. Like, just pretending like, oh, what did that person... Oh, I can't remember what they were. The Charles... It was someone, but what were they? You can kind of maybe get away with that. Wait. Never mind. Are they actually missing? He knew that someone had told him that it was a witch, but he doesn't know which one? Really? What? Yeah, I understand why Otto's a bit like, is it okay to talk about the contents of the trial? But I feel like we can, just probably not explicitly. Just say it's, you have to deal with your past. I think that should be good enough as to why, like, details are different, but don't want to talk about it either. Yeah, first trial is to face your past. Come face to face with your past attachments and regrets. Come to some sort of resolution. Yep, everyone's got a different past. Yeah, I imagine Amelia had a much more difficult past to overcome. Ours was not that difficult. It was a wall we set ourselves. It was not something that is really tragic, which I can imagine Amelia's is. Very, very tragic. That's actually a really good point. The qualification for the trial is they have to be a half-blood. And if you have to face your past, who is probably going to have the worst pasts in this world? Half-bloods. Makes a lot of sense. This is pretty sadistic. If anyone has a tough past, it's got to be. Like, of the half-bloods, Amelia probably has the worst as well. Not good. Not good. I didn't really think about that until now, but it's understandable why she wasn't able to face her past very, very easily. It's got to be quite tough. Oh, is Amelia up now? Yeah. Yeah, she's up. Okay. What are these about? This is only the second time Ram was mentioned using it. Okay. I was wondering about that. The cane that she was using. I assume that was like something like Roswell's cane that was just next to her that she picked up to use real quick. But no, she actually has a cane. First time was near the end of Arc 3 where Ram used a small cane to threaten Subaru when he brought the cruise ship. Okay, yeah. This is after Rim had been attacked and forgotten. Okay. Could be. Ram using his cane maybe related to that. I'm sure. That was really weird. I really didn't mean to do that. Because I already decided I wouldn't, Yeah, how did we get the... How are you going to explain getting the qualifications? Okay, so it's probably when I went to from the evening before. Yep. When we went in and fainted. We got the qualifications that way. Yeah, we passed the past. We did. Somehow, some way, we managed to overcome it. And yeah, we couldn't have done it on our own. We had people helping us in there, helping us go towards the path we should be walking. So it is possible for Amelia to try and do it again, which I hope she does, because she needs to. But yeah, more importantly, how the hell did Subaru get the qualifications? It's not something people can just gloss over. They're going to be very concerned about that. Luz is seeming very, very suspicious. With this note now as well. First, she said her age was two different things. Now, she's saying she was here when the tomb wasn't created, she was here when the tomb was created. I don't think this is inconsistencies in any way. I think this is her specifically, probably not on purpose, like fucking up and saying the wrong thing. And both are related to an age or like a time period. So, okay, Subaru is picking up on that too. Something was off about her words and demeanor. Yep. Something very, very weird about her. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, we'll do it for you. Hell yeah. Subaru gonna do fucking anything. But I feel like we have a better chance of going through these trials than she does. She's probably the worst person to be doing these trials at all. But I do hope that she faces her past. Or at least comes back at some point to try it. God, Subaru right in front of everybody. Just like, because I fell in love with you. I fell super in love with you. Just like his dad. Just like his dad. I bet they all showed some kind of reaction. Alright, now we just gotta get Amelia to catch up to us. Yep. We're starting on stage 2. She's starting on stage 1. But you know what? I'm sure she's got it this time. I'm sure she can do it. Catch up in no time. Alright, now we're getting a little monologue-y type bit from Luz. Let's see. Or Lewis. I never know if it's Luz or Lewis. I think if it's in Japanese, it should be Lewis, I guess. Anyway, what is she going to be talking about here? Where will things go from here, I wonder? Would everything really happen as Witch Sama intended? To force such burdens on these kind children, how egregious the sins of this ancient self must be. We are beyond redemption. At least I hope it doesn't come to that in the end. How egregious the sins of this ancient self must be. And we are beyond redemption. Alright, I'm not sure how to feel about that exactly, but I guess we'll see. Alright, this is another in-between chapter. You know, settling things, resolving things, questions, answers. But I always appreciate these chapters. These are chapters that you'll never find in another series. Like, that's the best thing about ReZero, is chapters like this, where we just sit down and we talk about everything. We don't have all the characters not knowing everything or inconsistencies between everybody. Let's sit down, let's talk about this, let's get the information out there. I appreciate that. See you guys for the next one. Get the fuck out of here. What is up, my sweet little baby boys? Reading some more ReZero. Chapter 23, a step forward. Chapter 22, I did read, lost reaction to it, but thankfully, you know, it was, of all the chapters I could have done that I could have lost a reaction to, that one was the one I would have preferred, because not a whole lot happened in that chapter. Not something that I'm like really upset about losing anyway. I feel like of all things to have lost, that's one that I'm not too upset about. There was the one where we had a talk with Garfield about we were trying to come up with a solution to the whole problem of Amelia. She's still doing the first trial, but she hasn't been able to get past it yet. And we still got all the hostages that are trying to get free, so we were going to let go of the hostages, let them, you know, find food by themselves and all that, let them deal with themselves. But At the same time, Garfield is giving us a condition of Subaru has to move on to the second trial. He has to move on. So Subaru then went to go, talk to Amelia about it, and Amelia's in a bad place right now. And I talked before about how I think everybody should face their past. Everybody should at least, come to terms with their past, but not in this way. Not in a way of doing it every single day over and over again, and not just trying to, think about it and recontextualize it and come to terms with it, but in terms of actually having to go through it again. That's not the right way to do it. So I can fully understand. I think Subaru should, no matter what she says, go ahead and do the second trial. We're putting all the villagers into a carriage right now, all 42 of them. Well, not into one carriage, but I'm not surprised as why we're doing this. I know why we're doing this, the whole hostage situation, let him go. But I didn't think this village was that big. I thought this was a much, much smaller village. But I mean, I guess if they're living here, if they've been living here their whole lives, so that it has to be big enough to where animals can come in and replenish their food supply and stuff like that. But yeah, I was not expecting this place to be that big. Like, the fact that they need carriages at all is bigger than I thought it was going to be. Honestly, this is a weird situation of Ram actually thanking us for once, but I love the line of, just as heaven and earth shuddered at Ram's acknowledgement of Subaru's success. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Wait. Going back to the mansion? That's possible? Wait a second. Okay. No, okay, I get it. I have looked at this wrong this entire goddamn time. I thought literally we're all trapped here. We can't leave. But that's not the case. It's just the half-bloods that can't leave. Though actually that's true. Can Subaru leave? Well, he's not a half-blood, but he does have the qualifications, but I guess that doesn't count. As long as he's not a half-blood. But the half-bloods physically can't leave, which is everyone in the village. Except for the hostages, the people from, like, the actual villagers from the whole, whatever it was called mansion, the Rosewall mansion. There's another word for it, right? Arlon Village. They can still leave, and that's what that whole, okay, that makes the whole past chapter make a lot more sense. I thought it was literally just like, alright, stop making the hostages, and we're keeping them here and feeding them stuff like that, and let them go and fend for themselves and find their own food here and stuff like that. But okay, that makes a lot more sense. Oh god, I have been looking at this wrong this entire time. So Subaru, yeah, he's gonna go back to the Arlon village, bring these people back there, then come back, continue the trials, and let everybody go. So yeah, Rosewall as well could leave at any time. That's why they're continuing to say that he's gonna be a hostage and everything like that. Okay. This all makes a lot more sense now. Oh, I would be happy if you did come back quickly. The sooner you come back, the better. But I'd be even happy if you came back safe. Ah, my heart. Actually, I just realized. Are we actually going to not come back that soon and not come back that safe? The fact that we are leaving, I didn't think that was going to be a possibility at all. I thought the vast majority of Arc 4 was going to be taking place here in Sanctuary, but that might not be the case. We might be heading into a new sub-arc, until we can make it back. And then maybe, because we're gone, Amelia's going to have to do the trials and stuff. And they can't get any information back and forth. So they're going to have no idea what's going on with Subaru, but I guarantee you something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. Alright, so we're making a pinky promise. I don't remember what the whole Japanese pinky promise thing is, but either way, we're making a pinky promise, and now that is a promise. It is a promise. We have to come back safely. Promises are super important. Can't let her down again. Subaru, you cannot come back harmed. Cannot come back harmed. Alright, we're heading back home, and man, I don't know if this is gonna be good, cause let's say we get into at least we have to get back to the fucking village before anything bad happens, because who do we have on our side? We have Subaru. He's pretty smart, pretty weak. You know, that's about it. He's pretty smart but pretty weak. He works better. He can use other people as his pawns, so to say. He works a lot better when he can use a wide variety of resources with his knowledge of previous loops and everything like that. And then we have Otto, who can drive. I mean, drive, but I mean, he can drive the carriage, and he can cry. You know, maybe he'll cry so much that the enemy will be disheartened and not want to fight. But we have nobody here that can, like, the fact that like Garfield has to stick behind, so we fucked. We fucked. If we had Garfield with us, I'd be like, well, anybody who comes in our path, they better fear for their life. But no, we're pretty fucked if somebody comes up. And again, Luz is so, like, yeah, we should do this. Oh, also, how about you have all this stuff? Like, she seems so suspicious, especially when what she was talking about. Wasn't that last chapter? Hold on, let's open up another quick tab. I don't want to ruin that one, but, where was the last one we were on? Weakness here. Was it at the end of this chapter? Or was it, the end of the previous chapter? It was at the end of the previous chapter then, so you guys have already heard me talk about that then. It had to have been this one, where Luz was just talking about nothing really concrete, but something suspicious. Where was it? Yet to force such burden on these kind children, this ancient self must be. This ancient self. And Luz also, you know, constantly saying her age, in different, like, ways and stuff, saying that she was here when the witch was buried here, saying she was born after that. It's all a bit, she's weird. Something's going on there. I'm not sure if she's evil. I don't want to say she's evil, but also I didn't want to say Roswell was evil, and he turned out to be pretty fucking evil. Well, he's not evil, he's just an asshole. Oh man, I already wasted this. Actually, wait, did I? I can't even remember if I have used that thumbnail or not. Hold on. Now we gotta go check. I know I've used a thumbnail of him and Otto. No, I didn't. It was just a picture of Otto driving. And then there was the image I used of him and Otto, you know, going through the whole contracts or whatever. I'm not sure if that was actually what the, or no, I guess not contract, but going through all of Roswell's shit. I don't think that's what the thumbnail was actually implying, because Super had a cut on his head, but still. I think I have an image of a fan art image of Subaru and Otto, like, maybe not riding the dragon carriage together, but definitely like with both of, you know, with Bartrish and Fudafu together. I think I have the most fan art of Subaru and Otto together, because they're awesome. They're fucking the best. Just every time Otto speaks about merchants, they seem like just worse and worse people. They're so sleazy. But I think that's why I love him. It's because he's such an innocent boy, but at the same time, he's really not. He acts a lot like Subaru in that regard, I guess. That's very true. Subaru's just like suspecting of being an enemy now. I'm totally not buying it, but yeah, it'd definitely be easier for him to become a god than try and convince you of my innocence. Oh god, this their dynamic together is amazing. Oh, now even Sean is looking at me with a look of pity. That's right, because he can talk to them, so they could probably hear him too. I mean, we know that they can hear or understand. We'll call it common in D&D terms. They can understand common, but they at least can't speak it. As far as we're led to believe, you know, probably unimportant entirely, but these two are so cute together. Yeah, one might not prefer to have the divine protection of animal whispering. Wait, huh? Garfield. Oh, have we not left yet? I guess. Driving down an animal path in the middle of the forest. So they weren't at top speeds. I like how Garfield's just like, you imagine just riding a dragon carriage and there's just a guy next to you, just like, hey, what's up? Just running next to it. But like, even if we're not at top speeds, I can imagine Garfield is just like, it's gotta be like the cartoon where his upper body just looks like he's normally running like this, but his lower body's just like fucking the Roadrunner. Yeah, so yeah, they're not going to top speed, but they're going pretty damn fast. Garfield's amazing. Oh my god. Otto, stop speaking! Otto, stop! You're giving him ideas, man! Otto is, like, he's clearly alluding to, like, yeah, if you have more hostages, you can kill one and make it a sense of danger. Otto, you are terrifying. You are terrifying. Yeah, he's definitely sounds like the kind of guy who's committed some horrible atrocities. I'm starting to be convinced you're a criminal too. To be honest, I'm starting to be convinced that too. Yeah, that's true. Everyone kind of must look like, well, not everyone, but like for the most part, the outsiders. Otto hasn't really been a part of the inner group here for quite some time, and he hasn't really seen Amelia at her worst. But they've seen Amelia put on the brave face. They haven't seen Amelia's true face like we saw last chapter. It does feel so good to be at this point in the series where Amelia, like, trusts Subaru more than anybody else. Like, they really do have a actual relationship now. Not in a romantic way. It's definitely somewhat romantic. But, like, in a definitely a very trusting relationship. A pure trust relationship. It's no longer like we were in Arc 3. We are absolutely 100%. She trusts us with everything, more than anyone else. It feels very cathartic to finally have that. And you know what? It's kind of like, it's very poetic in that way. Because, especially after, like, I've always loved Amelia. And I've always seen Amelia as, like, the, you can't help who you love character. It doesn't really, I feel like people had a problem with her in the past of, like, maybe they still do because they don't really get it. But, like, of people being like, why does Subaru love her? Rim said that she loves Subaru. So I'm like, well, and first off, Subaru does love Rim and everything like that. But just in any romance series, I hate it when people are like, I don't understand why this character loves this character. When this character is clearly better for them. But it doesn't matter who's better for them. It doesn't matter if another character, like, is always like, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And all the readers can be like, well, I love that character too. So, character A should be loving that character. But that's not the case. Because the you can't help who you love. You love who you love. And I mean, that's a case to make for Rim too. She can't help who she loves. Even when Subaru was saying that, oh, I love Amelia, Rim still loves who she loves and she's going to keep trying. Although I do think at some point you do have to move on. But it's a little bit different now. It's kind of all worked out. All kosher now. But after this past arc with Subaru, seeing his actual past and everything, it has become way more clear why he fell in love with Amelia the way he did. Because Amelia was the very first person in his entire life to not see him as the son of Kenichi Subaru. She couldn't possibly see him as the son of, because she didn't know Kenichi. She didn't know Earth. It was just this entirely new person, and he built everything that she knew about him was built from that point onwards. Like, she knew nothing of his past. She would never know anything of his past. He could become a new person then and there. And so everything that she liked about him was solely because of him. And that was the same way as Rim, too. But Amelia was the first. And Subaru is going to latch on to that first. She's the very first one to ever put faith in him, to ever put trust in him as Subaru, and not as the son of Kenichi. you know? And now, in the same sort of way, Subaru is the first person that Amelia is putting her full trust in her. The first person that likes Amelia, knowing nothing of her past, knowing nothing about her, having no prejudice towards her, having, nothing to do with who she was, only who she is now. Or who she resembles, or anything like that. They both are so trusting of each other and infatuated with each other, and feel so deeply connected to each other, because they both are for each other, the first person that truly loves them for being them. So it's nice to now them both, whether they both probably don't understand that, but they both now have that connection, and it feels so perfect to finally have. God damn it. Every single time they say Margrave Mathers, not Rosewall Mathers, but every time they say Margrave Mathers, I can't help but immediately read it as Marshall Mathers. Which is a hilarious image to just think of at all. Yeah, that's right. That is true. Otto still hasn't really gotten a chance to speak with him, but this is a pretty bad time too. But of course, why are you asking Ram? Ram's gonna always tell you that he's resting or your timing is inconvenient. Yeah. It's not Rosewall that's trying to avoid you, it's just Ram. Interesting. This is not actually a comedic thing of Ram preventing him. Ever since the first trial, Rosewall has not been letting anybody see him. He couldn't forget the change in his expression. For just a brief moment, that carefree look on that painted clown face fell away. And beneath it was an emotion that was neither fury nor sorrow, but something more complicated altogether. Disappointment, maybe? Or I'm not sure if it could be summed up in a single word, but I'm trying to I don't want to say not fury, not sorrow, not disappointment, but maybe a feeling of fuck, my plan isn't going the way I wanted it to. I don't really think there's a word for that, but I mean that's kind of disappointment in a certain way. But I don't mean disappointed at Amelia or anything. I mean specifically just my plan is not going the way that I intended it to. I think that's kind of the emotion that he might be feeling with something more complicated altogether. And again, it could be more complicated than that, but that's my, base surface level guess, I guess. What's the password? Oh my lord. Byra below the grimoire. Oh my god. That was the worst password ever. Oh god. Byra below the grimoire. Do we have to have the grimoire? If we say the grimoire, does that not count? It's the worst. Just make the password. No one could possibly guess it that way. Alright, thank you, Otto. Thank you for writing that down. How is there others more hot-blooded than you? I refuse to believe that. There is nobody on this planet more hot-blooded than you. No. There's no way. Right, there is the opposing faction that wants to stay. Okay, so we can't let the other faction fuck us over. And they're probably going to. Oh yeah, you back to the mansion. Is that Frederica girl gonna be there? Oh, I guess, does Subaru not know his last name? Or actually, they don't even have the same last names, do they? But they're definitely related in some way. They might not be, brother and sister, but... Complicated relationship. Tell her that you're totally thinking about her. Maybe she'll even have a message for you too. They could be brother and sister, but I don't think they have the same last name, actually. But they're the same hair color, same eyes, same teeth, Well, this doesn't look very inviting, does it? It's not a very good image here. Not a fan of it. Hmm. Man, I love that Arlen Village actually feels like a real village, and like all these people are just faceless mooks, but they well, mooks is a bad word, but um they're all just like faceless crowds, essentially. But there still are people. There are people. And we have to continue to protect them. So it's nice to see them, be grateful that all this tragedy is over. Well, for the time being, until more tragedy strikes once again. Yeah, they want to be paid. I was gonna say, these merchants got trapped in Sanctuary just because we got them to, uh, take some people to a place, take them away. So, they must be at least they're not pissed. They just want money. At least they're not super pissed. Yep, this is all Rose's fault. I was gonna call him Rose Chi, but I'm not gonna call him Rose Chi. But this is all Rosefall's fault, so he can pay for this. We ain't paying for it. Well, I mean, we don't even have any fucking money. I don't think we have a single dollar to our name, or a single, whatever the currency is. Otto's gonna be our official office robot. I'm gonna work him to the bone with paperwork. But you know what? He'd probably like that. He seems to like paperwork, or I'm not sure if he likes it or not, but he can put up with it. He can deal with it. He doesn't hate it. That's a good point. How do people in this world handle fires and stuff like that? There's no firefighters. I mean, I guess when you have magic, you can just get somebody with water magic to put it out. But do they have just someone with water magic in every town? Not likely. So how do they deal with it? Probably dirt. Probably pour dirt on it, right? Dirt or sand or something. But something's going on here. I don't like this. It's not going to be one of the, it's not going to be the cult again. It's got to be a small time thing, right? There's got to be something that we can handle ourselves, right? I would actually kind of enjoy seeing that. Something that Subaru and Otto can kind of handle themselves. Something not too bad, just something a little bit dangerous, a small little, thing that we have to handle. I'm not sure that'll be the case. It's probably going to be a lot worse than that, but knowing ReZero, but I think that would be kind of cool. Petra leaving the lights on does not seem likely. He says it does seem like something she would do, but I don't know. I don't think it seems likely. The windows were closed, but he could feel a cold wind blowing. And saw it. The bookshelf in the back of the room had been shifted sideways. Wait. Revealing a usually hidden door installed into the wall. Beyond it was a spiral staircase that extended downwards. Oh, yeah. Right. The hidden passage. In the previous loop when it was like really icy cold in there, but I assume that was from Puck. So I don't think it's always that like super icy cold. Yeah, there he was frozen by Puck. Yep. Yeah, if they escaped through here, what were they running from? It's not some small-time bandit. They wouldn't go down here. Like, Frederica seems like she can handle herself. We know she's muscly. She's got some muscle on her. She's got the sharp-ass teeth. And yeah, I don't think it's Witch's Cult though, because I don't think they're capable of something this sneaky, right? They always seem to be very flashy and in your face, and they want to make a message. They want to show they're here. They don't really seem to do stuff that's sneaky. And yeah, no, actually that's true. No one in the village, everyone in the village is fine. They're all like, ha ha ha, happy-go-lucky. Something just with this mansion. Wait, hold on. Frederica had judged beforehand they must leave the mansion. Surely they would have taken Rem along as well. On the other hand, there was also Beatrice isn't the kind of kid who can read the mood. Yeah, I don't think she would have left at all. Yeah. I'm insisting that she'll be fine no matter what. Yep. Okay, we're going to go talk to Beatrice before we go down the passage. That honestly does seem like a pretty good idea. Yep, Zuru, he knows that flag. It's on the other side. So starting from the doors on the utmost floor, the foot he just swung out and his stride tangled into something. Subaru rolled on the floor. Oh no, what is this? No, it's not an embarrassing start. And he saw, a little in front of the door to the office, something had dropped on the floor. It was pink, very long, and stretched on for several steps all the way up to Subaru's feet. If you asked just where it would end, it would be very difficult to guess. Oh, it was something that spilled out of the side of Subaru's opened belly. It's his own intestines that he just tripped over. Out of his own belly. His gut was just sliced open, and he tripped over his own intestines. Now, this could just be me looking into it a bit much, but, someone I had nearly forgotten about entirely in the series until I had just read, it was something that had spilled out of the side of Subaru's opened belly. Opened belly. What was her name? I can't even remember her name. I'm trying to remember. I'm stalling because I'm trying to remember her name. Oh, what is her name? The girl in the very, very beginning of this series at the auction house. What was her name? It was like Elsa or Erza? Maybe that's not right. It's something like that. I think we'll go with Elsa, maybe? No, Anyway, she liked to cut people's bellies open. And she said last time, like, I'll be back to cut that belly open. I mean, she didn't say it exactly like that. But you get the point. She always said it in those words. I wanted to spill someone's guts out. To wanted to open up their bellies. But why? Why would she be back here, though? But I can't think of anybody else. This specifically, right? Like, open the belly. I feel like the open belly thing is a specific her thing to make us immediately, because that's what I did. As soon as I saw that, I immediately thought of her. But I don't know who else it could be. I don't know why she would be here either, or why it's taken her this long, or what her point in the series is really. Yeah. Stuff things and trials and everything like that. And again, this actually goes into it too, with his stomach being cut and not realizing it, and then later it bursting open. Yep, he's dying again. First time so far. No, you're not able to put those guts back in. Didn't we promise? It's gotta be her. It's gotta be her. It's gotta be her. What was her name? The lack of strength, already said. His conscience was desperately trying to pull back the overflowing intestines. Gushing blood, the world was draining away. Ugh. Yep, this is the end. Time to return once more. Where's our save point? It's gotta be at the village, right? It's gotta be. Yeah, if he didn't learn anything, he could not let it end. Anything. Don't let him until you've learned something. Something. Black clothes, slender black hair, looking down on him lovingly with these lustful eyes. Tactical sensation of belly sliced open. Yes. Not the witch's cult, but a genuine threat nonetheless. It was Elsa. Okay, it was Elsa. Till the next time we meet, you should take good care of your bowels. Everything vanished in the end and started over again. The curtain has risen on the 4th death loop. Wait, what do you mean on the 4th death loop? The 4th death loop? Does that mean like the 4th arc? Because we have done way more death loops than 4. So I'm not sure what he means, but... Hey there, girly. Hey there, girly. She's back. She's back. And she is quite the threat. If we remember correctly, Reinhardt could have easily, taken her out, but he still had, I don't want to say a hard time with her, but she kept up. She didn't get killed by him. He wasn't trying his hardest, but, she managed to survive. She managed to survive that. So, what is her plan? What is she doing? I guess because she couldn't get Felt's, queen thingy, or king thingy, the insignia, she's gonna go after Amelia's, but Amelia's not here. Is that what this is all about, perhaps? I'm not gonna read the comments, because I'm afraid people have read past this in the Rawls, and I don't think anybody's come back to this chapter to comment after they've read farther, but, there's probably still people who, when this were coming out, were just, Japanese speakers or something would read the Rawls or look at the light novel stuff, and so we're not gonna read the comments. But I am kind of interested in what people thought when Elsa came back after all this time. My God. Anyway, I'll see you guys for the next chapter. I feel like I talked for the most about this chapter than I have for most chapters. Nothing really substantial. Other than this stuff right here, but, even way before all this. There wasn't a ton to talk about, but still. Okay, well, I'll see you guys for the next one. Get the fuck out of here.